Hi guys, Jamie here from the Butch Harmon School of Golf Dubai, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 or 4 killer characteristics that we tend to see with players who struggle when it comes to pitching the golf ball. Hopefully we can give you a quick drill that will help you improve your contact and consistency around the greens and improve those results. When it comes to pitching, we definitely tend to see 3 or 4 very common characteristics around the green, and this can range anywhere from kind of 15 to 20 yards out to 40 or 50 yards. First of all, the most common thing we see in setup tends to be a backward ball position. For some reason, everybody seems to think that a backward ball position will improve their contact, and in actual fact it tends to create more problems than it does help. Combine this with a very heavily lean forward weight press where people seem to think 70 or 80% of their weight should be on their left side, and you've already created a very steep angle of attack into a shot where really you would much rather be quite shallow coming into the golf ball. From there, another characteristic we tend to see is a slightly or very shut face as the club goes back. So by that I mean the club face will tend to point excessively down in the backswing. Now, I don't mind slightly shut or slightly open. There tends to be a range that you can have it in, but for me, when the face is pointing extremely down or almost vertically down towards the floor, there's only one thing a player can really do, and that's try and almost guide the ball in the air with our final characteristic. The final characteristic is keep your head down, and again we see this more often than any other. You'll see somebody swinging through the shot, they've been told to keep their head down. All they can do is use their arms or their elbow, and they get a chicken wing style action that scoops the ball in the air or can sometimes double hit or completely duff the golf ball. So to put those things to rest, what we want to do is a very centered ball position. I want everything as neutral as we can get it. So I'm going to have the ball positioned directly in the middle of my stance. From there, I don't mind a slightly forward leaning shaft angle, but I definitely don't want a heavy weight press towards my front foot. Again, this will create a much shallower angle of attack by having that weight a little more centered and also having the ball position in the middle. From there, what I like to feel is that my chest very much moves the golf club. So as I rotate back, we'll tend to see a little bit more of the face in this position. You can see it face on there, and then as we begin to turn through, I want to feel like my eyes almost follow the golf ball. So as I hit the ball, I want to feel like my chest and my eyes almost turn through with it. So let's give that a go. Ball position centered, hands a fraction in front of the golf ball, and then like I say, feel like my chest can move the club back and through. And that's a very nice strike there, so I'm quite pleased with that one. If you struggle with the feeling of getting through the golf ball, one of my favorite drills is called a push drill. So basically what you do is you go into that same setup, ball positioned in the middle of your stance. You're going to get the club and you're going to push it just in front of the golf ball. And what I want to do is feel like I'm going to push the club through to a finish position. So again, I push my chest through. You'll notice I don't create any extra angles with the wrists or with the hands. I'm really trying to just feel the chest going through to finish and a nice upright finish where I'm fully over my left leg. And again, you can do this over and over until you get that right feel. Then you can start to add in just small backswings. So again, you can do a little bit of a practice swing beside the golf ball, small backswing, and again through to full finish. And once you really feel like you have that feeling nailed down, then go back into the golf ball and let's try it again. So again, ball position middle, I have my left toe turned out a little bit, and then from there all I want to feel is the chest turning back and through. And again, another well struck shot. And for me there, you'll notice the 2 divots that I've taken are effectively non-existent. It's more of a scuff along the grass than an actual divot or impact on the ground. So try this at home. That push drill is fantastic to feel the chest turning through, but what you really want to have is that neutral setup, that even weight shift or even weight address position, and a nice neutral feel to the ball position as well. From there, simply turn the chest so the face of the club can see the camera, and then same on the way through, chest turns through to face the target. Give that a go and see how you get on.